At some point in your life, you may have been told that there are only five things that humans need to survive: oxygen, water, food, shelter, sleep. Personally, I would put sleep at the top of that list, ahead of oxygen even. Though we all know that all the items on this list are all true, I would like to share with you another item that would be added to the survival list for humans. That is biodiversity. Biodiversity is the variety of life at all levels, from genetic diversity to the diversity of entire ecosystems. Ecosystem services are the resources nature provides us free of charge, like drinking water, crop pollination, nutrient cycling, and climate regulation. For instance, the diversity of insect and avian pollinators is crucial to agricultural productivity, ensuring plants produce harvestable crops for human use. Biodiversity is important to add to our human survival list because it is diminishing due to human intervention. Human intervention has led to pollution, habitat loss, and overpopulation. These interventions have caused a lack of biodiversity in our ecosystems. Although these factors seem negative in nature, they are inherent of the progress that humans have made. Farmers and environmentalists are working together to develop farm practices that promote biodiversity and sustainability.
We have 7 billion people on this planet right now, but in 25 years' time, there'll be 9 billion. There's the same amount of land, there's the same amount of water to feed those people. The only way we're going to do that is by embracing science and technology and allowing change to happen. We have to be able to use the best of everything. Best of organic practice, the best conventional practice, marry the two together and make them work.
What we need to do is to make sure we use that available area as best as we can for food production, but also producing biodiversity at the same time. And that's why we need to make sure that people understand how to manage these areas best.
Let's consider how biodiversity is important in our agricultural systems and see the problems that arise without biodiversity in agriculture. One farming practice that contributes heavily to the lack of biodiversity is monocropping. Monocropping refers to the practice of growing only one type of agricultural product in a large area of land year after year. In industrial crop production, monocropping is used to facilitate planting and harvesting across large pieces of land, as well as the application of pesticides and fertilizers. These techniques reduce the amount of human labor required for production, which drives down industrial crop prices by eliminating labor costs. However, monocropping ultimately imposes additional costs on society. This practice became prevalent in industrialized countries in the 1940s and 1950s. At the beginning of the 20th century, the average farm grew 5 or more crop types, and usually with a mixture of crops and livestock production. At the beginning of the 21st century, the average farm was growing only one type of crop. Monocrop farms replaced